Hi, welcome to another episode of Insights with NetSupport here live from BET 2023. I am absolutely thrilled and delighted to welcome my next guest onto the show. He's someone who I have been connecting with on social media for some considerable time now. I know him to be insightful, helpful. Please do, when he shares his Twitter handle later on in this conversation, do follow him. He's a Microsoft Innovative Educator expert. He loves his technology, and one of the things that I love about Jérôme is the fact that he loves technology, but only when it can be helpful, impactful, and make a difference to you as a teacher or to the students in your classroom. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Jérôme Nogues to Insights with NetSupport. Jérôme, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thanks for the superb introduction. Very, very kind of you.
No, it's well deserved. Can you share a little bit more with our audience, Jérôme, about who you are, where you work, and your experience in education?
So I've been teaching languages for about 20 plus years, and I've been always interested in IT and how to use IT in the classroom to make sure that the teaching and the learning is improved, the enhanced learning, not using an app just for nothing, just make sure that it actually pays off the dividends. That's very, very important. And it's from day one I always enjoy using computers a little by little, using iPads and using this and that and different apps. I'm MIE, so I quite like using Microsoft tools. So I think they're great tools at the moment, especially the learning accelerators are very, very good at the moment. We've got some quite good stuff. And obviously Classroom Cloud been using in our school too, which has been really amazing for the way we teach and to check the kids' computers. They are great tool.
It's very kind of you to say thank you very much, Jérôme. Because we're Insights with NetSupport, I wanted to ask if you could sort of share a few tools that you're using in the classroom and how you're using them to impact on teaching and learning and working with your children in your school.
Sure. So, how about we start by Classroom Cloud? I think it would be quite a good one to start with anyway. We are NetSupport stand, and it's been a game changer for us because we started doing a one-to-one devices in our school, and we wanted to, first of all, to make sure that the children were on track by using computers, and the monitoring side of things is brilliant. But what also the other things that you can add to this is the safeguarding was really a blessing for us to check that the children are checking out the right websites and what time also they can be checking things and stuff. So it's been very, very good. And there's also an array of little things that you can do with Classroom Cloud, and doing little quizzes at the beginning and asking they can ask for help, if just very discreetly, for example. That's really, really important in a lesson. They obviously put their hands up. Sometimes they feel a bit more, I don't really want to ask for help. But by doing this, click on the button, and it just works. A real treat, actually.
Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you very much for saying lovely things about our software. Any other tools that you're using that are being really helpful?
Yes, what we've been using quite a lot ourselves. If I was speaking only in terms of language teaching, we use something called sentencebuilders.com, which is an amazing website. I've been doing some stuff for them, but the way it's been developing is really amazing. So if you're a language teacher, it's really a good idea to have a good look into sentencebuilders.com, and the language team is pretty good too. But also being a MIE, Microsoft, I think it's really good to be using all these learning accelerators and looking into reading progress, reading coach, and things like that. They are really amazing, not only for literacy in English, but to learn languages also.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of Reading Progress and Reading Coach myself, Jérôme. For our viewers who might not have come across it, could you explain a bit about what Reading Coach and Reading Progress are and how to actually use it?
Of course. So Reading Coach is part of Microsoft Teams, and it's like you generate an assignment, and instead of you just check the level of literacy of the children. So they're going to be reading a text, for example, and after that, instead of teachers spending hours and hours listening to children, the AI manages to be picking up all the words which have been read properly. It gives you a grading, how many words per minute you can read, and if they don't hit the right words, it's going to be picked up, and really coach going to make them practice some words they haven't said properly. Things like that. It's really amazing.
Super duper. Well, look, give me one more tool to take away for our people. Yeah, one more tool if that's all right, Jerome.
Of course. So I would say we can use also another tool in Microsoft.
How about Flipgrid? You're wearing a Flipgrid T-shirt. Flipgrid's a huge tool.
Absolutely. So they're just escaping me. Obviously, Flip is a really, really good tool, and these days, it seems to be improving, getting better and better. So it's just an application which allows you to be filming everything and anything. It's very safe because you create classes, and people, or the children belong to one of your classes. You don't share all the videos all over the place. And the little effects they create is pretty amazing. So yeah, definitely Flip. Used to be Flipgrid, and it's my vintage T-shirts. But now it's a fabulous app.
No, it absolutely is. And like a lot of these products as well, I'm a huge fan of Flip as well. I actually use it for some of my videos that I make too, right? But one of the features that's been added recently is the teleprompter built in.
Yes,
have you seen that?
Yes, brand new. Yeah, I did a little video on that actually, and it's really impressive. But obviously, it's just a lovely add-up. They seem to be adding lovely, exciting stuff all the time. But the teleprompter is really a fabulous idea.
Yeah, one of the lovely things about, and you know about the importance of student voice and any opportunity you can get children to speak. You know about the links between oracy and learning as well. I say Microsoft Flip is a great tool. You mentioned your YouTube channel. You mentioned you've done some videos for our viewers, Jerome. Where can people find you on Twitter, and what's your YouTube URL?
So I am at GenoMFL, GJENOMFL on Twitter, and I am Learn with Jay on YouTube. And I quite like sharing things about languages, things about everything really. When I think something is really valuable to share, I'll just pop it there, and it's quite fun. I probably don't have as many followers as you do, but I have quite a few, but it's quite fun to be doing videos. And
thing is, Jerome, I say the follower thing, it's always very nice, but I've always worked on the basis that if I make a video or share something, if one person sees it and it helps that one person, then that's good enough for me.
I agree.
And I know there are more than one person who gets to check out your videos. I've seen how many subscribers you've got, right?
That's very kind.
You've got a few followers too. You wouldn't be an MIE expert if you weren't doing good work
Thank you.
well.
Thanks, Mark.
So,
very, very kind.
Great follow. Please do check them out. JENOMFL on Twitter and Learn with Jay on YouTube. Jerome Nogues, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Mark. Thank you
Thanks
for joining
me
me for another episode of Insights with NetSupport, live from BET 2023. Thank you.